Hey guys, welcome back. I just want to do a quick one here today going over my locals profile from this past Sunday. I took Mermail for the first time. I played Mermail for the first time ever in a tournament and I was really happy with how the deck went. In the end I went 2-2, which, okay, yeah, not ideal. I'm not going to break any new ground with this deck list, but I just want to talk about my experiences and what I've learned about the cards and kind of some changes I want to make. Mostly I want to focus on the changes because I think that's what's most important. I won game 1 and then game 2 was against Tenpai and I totally threw it myself. Like game 1, I won game 1 of the match. Game 2 of the match I totally threw, and then game 3 I just got OTK'd. So unfortunate, but yeah, it happens. I learned how to play this deck better by losing that game. In round 3, I won against Memento. In round 4, I lost to Snake Eye, Fiendsmith, or Snake Eye, Fire King, Azamina. Essentially, I drew unplayable both games. I just drew like 4 hand traps and Abyss Gunned. Then I drew like 3 hand traps and Shadow Squad and no way to discard it. So it was a mess. Round 4 was a total loss of, out of my control. Like there's nothing I could have done better in game 4 or in round 4. But yeah, I'm going to go through the list, and the list is a little bit bloated because I wanted to try extra stuff. I went based off of the list that won Toronto, and then also off of Pac's list, or at least what I saw out of it in his like locals recap. And I think this deck is like 45 cards because I know Pac was playing some cards that the Toronto list was not playing, and I wanted to try it all. And yeah, so I'll show you what I went with. It's not too like out of the ordinary. So 3 Neptibus, 3 Shadow Squad, 3 Dragoons. 3 Abyss Rhine. I think 3 is absolutely necessary. Like, this is my favorite card in the deck. At first, when I was picking up this deck, I thought I only needed 2 of it, or even 1 maybe, but 3, no doubt about it. And then we have 3 Abyss Pikes, 3 of the Teus as well. So these are all... Why is it so dark? These are all like the starters, basically. If you open up 1 or 2 of these guys, you have full combo in any combination, basically. So that's why I'm maxing out on all of those. Now, the next card, I just played 2 Minstrel. I didn't know how I felt about this card because, of course, the reason for not playing 3 is like it doesn't help against Shifter or the Charmies because, yeah, like they'll be able to drop that before you drop Minstrel and look at their hand. So I only played 2. In theory, you would play 1 just as a Dragoon search target as a discard outlet. But I played 2 to increase my number of discard outlets in the deck, essentially. So, I don't know. I might play 3, I might play 1 going forward. I don't know, we'll see. 1 ran Agrin, just... yeah, to increase the discard outlet count. All of these down here are discard outlets, basically. Plus, I guess Abyss Rhine is too. And then 1 Megalo. So the Toronto list doesn't play Megalo, but Pac does in his locals build. And Megalo came up like twice for me today in finishing games to OTK more easily. So I actually kind of like Megalo. I think I'm going to keep it. And then the last level 7 is Coelacanth. I think this card was phenomenal, and you kind of have to play it. It's just... it makes every board. I don't know. It's so good. Okay, rest we have Heavy Infantry, Mulan Glacia, 1 Armored Shark because I'm playing the Armored Xyz package, and then 1 Abyss Gunned. The Abyss Gunned is another card that the Toronto list doesn't play, but Pac was playing. I don't like it. I bricked on it twice, so it might be just bad experience with it, but I don't know. I just never saw myself searching this card. Pike would always search Abyss Rhine or Shadow Squad, and I just never found myself going for Gunned with Pike. I don't know. You can play it, but it's whatever. So I think I'm gonna cut it going forward, to be honest. 1 Triina, 1 Virtue Stream, and then the rest is all just non-engine. So 1 Called By, 3 Impulse, 3 Imperm, 3 Perulia because it's a water, 3 Ash Blossom. And then I played 2 DD Crow as well to just increase my ratio of hand traps. I picked DD Crow because it's a dark attribute, so it doesn't conflict with Impulse. Yeah, I don't know. And it kind of came in clutch. It won me a game. Or won me a couple games. People just don't expect Crow ever. Fair enough. Like, no one's playing Crow, but... yeah, so for going forward, I think I would maybe cut the DD Crows just for the deck count. This deck count was, what, like 45 or something like that, so I might cut DD Crow. I want to cut Abyss Gund. Honestly, if you want to check out a list that is close to what I want to play, it's Julius Schwarzkopf's list from whatever German regionals this past weekend. I'll put a picture up here, and I really like this list because it plays Megalo. It kind of cuts down on some of the extra stuff that you don't need to play, and it also plays like 15 hand traps, and it plays Prosperity, so I might try Prosperity in this deck too, just for consistency. Like, I don't want what happened to me in round 4 to happen anymore, which is just opening up unplayable. Like, none of my starters, maybe that's just variance, it was just bad variance, but yeah, I want to add a little bit more consistency and therefore cut down on stuff like Gund, which feels a little bit win more. Like, it's only good if you like search it, which means you've resolved Pike, which means you've already discarded something, and I don't know, and then you have to like get Mermails to the grave and then have another discard outlet for Gun. Like, it requires too much to be live, or too much to already be going well for you for it to pay off. So I think I would cut that card. Virtue Stream, maybe put it to the side deck for going first, and just increase my count of hand traps, so that's an option as well. I don't know, but like if you get shifted, Virtue Stream is kind of nice to have in your main deck. So yeah, I don't know. And then the rest of the hand traps are fine. Impulse, Imperm, Ash, Perulia, I think, yeah, no doubt play those. So yeah, going forward, I could see myself cutting these 4 cards, maybe adding Prosp, adding I don't know, other stuff. Julius's list also didn't play Ran Agrin or the Synchro in the extra, only played 1 Minstrel, so I could see myself cutting this whole pile, to be honest. We'll see. Let me go through the extra and side now. Really quick. Extra is going to be standard as, like, nothing is unique here. 2 Toad, 2 Shark, 1 Lavirtue, 1 Armor Fortress. I do like this card just to add you the Armored Xyz, or Armored Shark for more water discard outlet, just like free discard fodder. And also, like, it often comes up where you need 1 more water in the grave for Moulin Glacia early in your combo, and you can get that by overlaying Xyz armor and detaching the other material off of it. So that comes up. I chose to play Stealth Kraken over Dweller. I think it's just more relevant. Yeah, and I wanted like a time win con, so I like Stealth Kraken better. The 2 rank 7s, they came up and I resolved them. For the links, Abyssalacia, 2 Coral, 1 Neptibus, 1 Zelantis. I only ever summoned these 2. I never summoned I never summoned any of these guys. I think going forward, I would ideally have something else besides Abyssalacia. Like, I feel like it's good to have a discard outlet for heavy infantry on your opponent's turn, but Abyss Rhine is almost always in your grave. So yeah, I would like to swap this out. So I'm gonna look into alternative cards for that. And then 1 Gamir. As the Synchro, I think it's a little bit more active disruption than Chen Ying. And you don't really have a way to banish stuff on your own, so you can't trigger your own Chen Ying, so I don't think Chen Ying is value, and Ran Agrin is pretty good. So that's the extra. Like I said, if I cut Ran Agrin in the main, I'll cut this, and then I might also cut this for 2 different cards. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to look into it. And then for the side deck, I played the Thrust package. I think this is fairly standard across the board. And then all of my targets, Talent for going first, Duster for second, into some matchups, of course, D-Barrier, DDG for going first as well. I chose to play one Gozen match for random matchups, like there's some Memento Fiendsmith at my locals, so I think Gozen is pretty good into that, because if they like start with Fiendsmith cards or something, then you can just lock them out of the Memento half or all that kind of stuff. And then also like they'll go Necroquit plus Engraver and flip that, and they can't even overlay for DDD. 3 Cosmics, 3 Dark Rulers. These never really came up. And then 1 Spooky Dogwood, that never came up either. But yeah, this is searchable, so I figure why not. I didn't really know what else I needed in the side. Like the main deck is built pretty well. Maybe I would play a different set of hand traps or something and take out Impulse in some case, but like Impulse is always good, so I mean, I don't want to play the light attribute hand traps and take out Impulse. Like there's very few matchups where that would even come up, so yep, that's where I'm at here. That was my main side and extra. Yeah, going forward I'm going to make some changes. I need to test this list because there's a good chance I take this to my OTS championship in a couple weeks. I'm actually going on vacation tomorrow as I record this, so I'm not going to have any time to test, so I was really happy to get this locals testing in, just get like my feet wet with the deck a little bit, and we'll see where it goes from here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's just a quick one, nothing groundbreaking here, just wanted to document this and report back to you guys and let you know how it's going. And then, oh yeah, if you guys haven't seen my post, Snake Eye Ash Ulti, 2 Volcanics, and then I also scooped up 2 copies of Deception this past locals, so I'll be interested in seeing what I want to stick these cards into, maybe like Chimera, or I kind of want to build pure Fire King Azamina, or maybe with Snake Eye, I don't know, but now that Wanteds and Diabellstars are going to be cheap, I scooped these up. And I also wanted these Deceptions for next set when White Forest Azamina stuff comes out. I want to be ready to rock and roll with these bad boys, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's just, I'll add that to my locals report. I'm pretty excited about these pickups. I traded for all of them, so not too shabby. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll catch you guys in the next one. We'll see you soon.